There are 3 levels to the game of life, and he who understands the highest level will actually have a great experience in this dimension. Remember, life is just a dream in another dream. So let's get into it. Okay, now most people don't know this, but we have 3 levels of this game of life. And the game of life is whereby you are brought into this timeline, into this dimension, for you to have an experience of this reality. So always remember that you are nothing more than an experience of your own reality. And in each and every moment, you need to be in the present moment, in the now, for you to actually experience life. But the mind blocks you from experiencing life, and it creates a false illusion. It creates a kind of false reality. And then when you get stuck on that reality, then that's when we say that the matrix has actually got you. So understand that life is a game, and then you have to experience every single moment. So the first or the third or the lowest level of the game of life is the character mode. Now the character mode is whereby people are driven by the ego, meaning that people have identified themselves with what they have. Character mode, you actually play by the cards that you were given, meaning that depending on the childhood upbringing you went through, depending on where you were born, what your parents taught you, then that is what you tend to believe, and that's what you become identified with. So most people identify with trauma, most people identify with poverty, most people identify with a specific religion, nationality, ethnicity, race, etc, etc. So those things are what we call the character mode. So all your life you will be living in that identity, whereby you believe you are a Christian, you believe you are this, you believe you are that. So when you lose that sense of identity or what you believed in, or when you feel you are going to lose that, you actually go through pain and suffering. Why? Because that character mode creates attachments to illusion things. Illusion things are things which seem to be real, but they actually are not. They're just a projection of your own mind. So the character becomes attached to a false identity, becomes attached to limiting beliefs, and then they live a miserable life whereby they never reach their truest potential, or they never get to experience the best parts of this experience. So that is the character mode. Okay, then above the character mode we have the player. Now the player is the person who now takes responsibility for their own lives. They understand that if they want to change their lives, they must do something. Now they believe that they are not hopeless like the character. The character believes that there is nothing that can actually be done to save them. They are hopeless. But the player now understands that in order for them to make the game to be interesting, they have to do something. So they believe in the power of doing, whereby if they do this, this will lead to this. And in truest terms, doing the action will actually accelerate you or take you to the next level. But just doing the action, not from the point of the highest state of this game of life, will still deplete you of energy, because you will be forcing yourself to do those things that you don't want to do in order for you to have the things that you want. But then again, if you understand to play on the highest plane of the game of life, which is the creator mode. Now in the creator mode, you now understand that you are no longer an egoic self. You are no longer the player, you are the creator. And as the creator, you have the ability to actually create whatever it is that you want to experience. As a creator, you have the ability to create whatever it is that you want to experience. And in the creator mode, you understand that everything is just an experience. Nothing is personal. Nothing is either good nor bad. You have transcended the physical world, whereby you see everything just as energy. And energy is neither good nor bad. Energy only can be manipulated or used the way you want to channel it as. So in that kind of state, you just see life as energy, and in that state you just are aware of your beliefs, you are aware of your thoughts, you are aware of your emotions, meaning that you cannot create anything unconsciously. You are very present and anchored in the present moment. And when you're living in the creator mode, what happens is your level of vibration rises up to the states of peace and enlightenment. And in those states, that is where manifestations are instant. That is why you see what we call synchronicities, whereby things align for you naturally without your own conscious effort, whereby things are always aligning. These things are always working on for you because of what? You are working from the highest states, and that highest states equals enlightenment and equals peace. And that state is characterized by what we call a desire to actually have nothing. When you have a desire to actually have nothing, then you open the doors to have everything, because you are no longer attached to the material realm. You are actually freed from it. And that is what I had for you for today.